All done then? $3.8 million. You're all out. No more this side. Online for $3,800,000. Last chance. 3.8. Passed. $3.8 million. And we continue on to our next sale. Please log out bidders online from 17320 and now log into 157. Today, just a few announcements and then we'll be on our way. I'd like to remind bidders that the purchase price payable is the sum of the final bid plus the buyer's premium and all applicable sales or use taxes. Bidders should note that the auctioneer may open bidding on any lot below the reserve by placing a bid on behalf of the seller. The auctioneer may continue to bid on behalf of the seller up to the amount of the reserve, either by placing consecutive bids or by placing bids in response to other bidders. Information regarding location for lots in today's sale is available at the registration desk just outside to my right and also at the cashier's desk when you walk into Christie's. We'll start now with lot number 801. Lot 801. It's the circular box and cover from Northern Song Dynasty here. Lot 801, and we have $5,500 to start the lot at $5,500 for $5,500. This bid is mine, $5,500. Here we are at $5,500. Any more in the room? 6,000 Paula, I have 6,500 at $6,500 on my book here. At $6,500 now ahead of you, 7,000, 7,500. My bid on the book for $7,500. At 7,500, 8,000 on the telephone, 8,500 commission buyer at $8,500. The bid is here at 8,500, 9,000, 9,500 at $9,500. Always with me on the book, 9,500, 10,000 on the telephone, $11,000 on the book here at $11,000. Coming back, Paula. 12,000, thank you. I have 13,000 at $13,000. Still here, ahead of you at 13,000, 14,000. Paula's bid for $14,000 at 15,000. Here we are at $15,000. Always against you, 15, $16,000. Moving on at $16,000. Now it's yours at $16,000. Selling with Paula. No more in the room at $16,000. Online, you're coming in at 16. We're selling it now at $16,000. Paula sold for you $16,000 to paddle number 1306 is the first buyer of the sale today. Lot number 802 is the large ewer here, also from the Northern Song Dynasty. Lot 802 for $14,000 at $14,000, 15,000 at $15,000 now for $15,000. At $15,000, 16,000, 17,000 at $17,000 for $17,000 now. Coming in for $17,000 at 17,17 at $17,000 for $17,000. There we are. $17,000 only online. Come in if you like. At $17,000. Here it is. At 17, 18,000, $18,000, 19,000 for $19,000 now. Ahead of you all at $19,000. No more in the room. For 19 then at $19,000. Coming in, Tina, for $19,000. 19, 19 only. Not 90, but I'll take it if you like. Nope, at 19 then, still here with me, ahead of you all, $19,000, 19,000. Passed. Lot number 803. Lot 803 is next. This time we have a white glazed vase. Lot number 803, only $4,500 at $4,500 for $4,500, 5,000, 5,005 at $5,500 now for $5,500, 5,005. Coming in at 5,500 at 55, 6,000. Gentlemen's bid in the back now, 6,500, sir. At 6,005, give me 7, thank you. 7,000, it's in the back there for $7,000, 500. At 7,500, give me 8, sir, thank you, in the back. At $8,000, I'll sell in the room now. At $8,000 and selling for $8,000, 8,000, sold for you, sir. 8,062 is the buyer. Thank you, sir. Lot number 804. This is the deep bowl here, Northern Song Dynasty. Lot 804. I'm already bid $4,000 to start the lot. At $4,000. for $4,000. The bid is here. $4,500. I have $5,000, madam. At $5,000, the bid is here. $5,500. I have $6,000. At $6,000, 5 more. Yes, 6,500. In the back of the room, ladies bid, $6,500. At $6,500, 7,000 online with an online buyer. 7,500 in the room here at $7,500. Your bid, madam. 7,500. $8,000 in the UK. 8,500 at $8,500 in New York. Ahead of you, UK. Bid is here in the room. $9,000 back online. 9,500. Your bid, madam. At $9,500 seated bid in the room. Give me 10 online. At 9,500, the bid is there. For 9,500, 10,000. Thank you. At $10,000, 11,000. Always bidding in the room. $11,000. For $11,000, not yours online now. The bid is here. For $11,000, coming back, 11,000. I'm selling in the room. Yes, is that a bid? 12,000. Now on the telephone, 12,000. At 13,000. Against you, Vicky, for $13,000. At 14,000. At $14,000. 15,000. 16,000. At $16,000 then. The bid is here on this telephone. Thank you, madam, for all your bids. Online, you're out. We're selling it here. $16,000 on the telephone. 16 for 16. 17,000 now with Tina at $17,000. Vicky, you coming back? 18,000. 19,000. 20,000. $20,000. 22,000. $22,000 this side with Tina. One more. Yes, 24,000. $24,000. 26,000 back to Tina. $26,000 is the bid on the telephone. Tina with you. $26,000. Selling it now. $26,000. 28,000 at $28,000. Tina, would you like 30? 30,000 here at $30,000. Two. At $30,000, the bid is there. 32,000. $35,000. No more? 35 then. Tina, it's with you. Thank you, Vicky. At $35,000, we're going to sell it this side. No more in the room. Coming back, madam. $35,000 and selling. Last chance. 35,000. Tina, it's yours. 35,000 to paddle number 1314 is your buyer. Thank you. Lot number 805. Lot number 805. Now the Scraffiato bowl here. Are you sure this belongs to this sale? Lot number 805, and we'll start at $2,600. At $2,800 now, $3,200, $3,500, $3,800, $4,000 in the room here for $4,000. Your bids are on this aisle at $4,000 in the room. Gentleman's bid for $4,200, $4,500 at $4,500, $4,800 at $4,800, $5,000 at $5,000. Pat, give me one more. $5,500, $6,000 for you, sir. At $6,000, always in the room. $6,500 at $6,500. No more, sir. For $6,500, Pat, with you now. Thank you for the bids. For $6,500, $7,000, new place now. At $7,000, Pat, you're coming back. At $7,000 for $7,000, $7,500. Just ahead of you, China, for $7,500. No more than $8,000 in the back there for $8,000. Bid is here, $8,000. $8,500 with Pat. Not yours in China. $8,500 is here at $8,500. $9,000 new telephone now at $9,000 in the back, Pat. $9,500, thank you. At $9,500, closer to me. For $9,500, $10,000. In the back there, $10,000. At 10, $11,000 on the telephones, ahead of you online. 11 is here at $11,000. $12,000, thank you. at $12,000. 13,000 for $13,000 with Pat. At $13,000 on my left for 13. Coming back 13, 14,000. At $14,000, 15,000 Pat. For $15,000. 16? Yes. 16,000. 17,000. No more. $17,000 then. Pat is back with you for $17,000 and selling on my left. All done online for $17,000. Sold for you, Pat. 17,000 to Paddle 1311. Thank you. Lot number 806 is the baluster vase here. Lot number 806 also from the Northern Song Dynasty. Lot 806 this time only $2,000. At $2,000, $2,200. At $2,200, 2004. At $2,400. Here we are, 2004 only. All through in the room now for $2,400 only. 2006, thank you. Online buyer at $2,600, 2,800 now. At $2,800, 3 is the next click. At 2,800, we have it, 3,000. Online there for $3,000, 3,002 in Florida now. 2 bidders online at $3,200 for 3,235. At $3,500 now. Back to the online buyers, 3,005 for $3,500. Selling with you online ahead of you in Florida for $3,500. We all done. 3,500. Paddle 3038. 3,500. Lot number 807. Lot number 807 now. This time the black bowl with a white rim. Lot number 807 for $3,200. At $3,200, $3,500, $3,800 now. At $3,800 for $3,008, $4,000. Back of the room there for $4,000, $4,500, sir. At $4,005, give me 5, sir. At $4,500, it's ahead of you. At $4,500, not yours, sir. For $4,500. Next bid is 5 for you, if you'd like it, sir. At $4,500, still ahead of you, $4,500. One more bid, sir. At $4,500, 5,000, thank you. Now with you, ahead of all the online buyers, the bid is in the room. At $5,000, 5,500, new place, sir. At 5,500, would you like 6, sir? At 5,500 then, back to you, madam. Against you here at $5,500 and selling for $5,500, 5,500. It's yours, madam. 5,005 to Paddle 306. Thank you. Lot number 808. Lot 808. This time again a black glazed rib jar from the Northern Song Dynasty. Lot 808 for $3,000. At $3,000, 3,002, 3,005. At $3,500, 3,800. At $3,800 now, coming in for 3,800, 4,000. At $4,000, just ahead of you online for $4,000. At $4,000, 4,200 in Hong Kong, 4,500, 4,800. At $4,800, ahead of the online bidders. At $4,800, 4,800. All through then for 4,800, 5,000 back in Hong Kong. At $5,000, selling with an online bid. All done in the room now. At $5,000, I'm selling it now for $5,000, 5,000. Online 3013 in Hong Kong, thank you, $5,000. Lot number 809, 809. This time the peony vase. A lot of interest here on this rare peony vase showing here, and we shall start at $40,000. At $40,000, thank you, for $40,000, 42,000, 45,000, 48,000. I have 50,000 at $50,000. My commission bid 50. 55,000. I have 60,000, 65,000 now with Tina at $65,000 ahead of the order bid for $65,000. Coming in for 65 at $65,000 on my left phone bank for $65,000. There it is for $65,000. We have a bid there, 70,000. 75,000 at $75,000 back to Tina for $75,000. 80,000, 85,000 Tina, thank you, for $85,000. At $85,000, 90 with Ruben at 95,000 for $95,000. Ruben, 100 if you like. At $95,000, 100,000, 110,000 at $110,000 for Tina. At 110. $110,000. The bid is here. For 110, no more Ruben. 110 then, selling with Tina. You coming back, Paula? For $110,000, selling on my left, on the phone bank with Tina. No more in the room. 110 online at 110,000. Sold for you, Tina. $110,000 to paddle number 1302. Lot number 810 is next. Lot 810, this time the truncated glazed black Cizhou here, lot 810 for $12,000 at $12,000, 13,000, 14,000 at $14,000 now for $14,000, 15,000 at $15,000. Coming in for $15,000 at $15,000. Here we are for 16,000 online at $16,000. Not your bid, Ling Hao. For 16, it's an online bidder. At 17,000 now on the telephone. At $17,000, there it is. 17, 18,000 online. 19,000 against the two of you. At $19,000, I'll take 20 next. For $19,000. 20,000 online. At $20,000, thank you. For $20,000. Any more for 20? At $20,000 then. Sorry. For $20,000, the bid is there. Back with you. At $20,000. Online bidder against you, Ling Hao, for $20,000. All through, 22,000 at $22,000. To the left here, 22,000, 24,000 online, thank you. At $24,000. There we are, $24,000. Ling Hao, 26 if you like. At 24, it's up there. 26,000 now. At $26,000. For 26, 28,000, thank you. Online buyer at $28,000. For $28,000. Coming back, Ling Hao. At $28,000, 30,000, thank you, for $30,000 now. Back to Ling Hao at 30,000 and 32,000 with the online bidder at $32,000. There it is for $32,000, 35,000 for $35,000 now. Online 38, yes, thank you. There it is, another click, $38,000. At $38,000, 40,000 for $40,000. Give me two online. Next click is 42. Thank you. 42,000 at $42,000 now. 45,000 Ling Hao. $45,000 on the telephone at Christie's. 48,000 for $48,000. $50,000. $50,000 now. 55,000 online at $55,000. Here we are, $55,000. Ling Hao 60. At $55,000, it's on the internet. Nope. 55 then, selling with the online bidder, head of your bidder here, $55,000. We all done in the room for $55,000, 55,000. Sold paddle 3038, $55,000. Lot number 811. Lot 811. And here we have the white glazed Maping, lot 811 for $2,800 at $2,800 only for $2,800, $3,200 at $3,200 now for $3,200, $3,500 at $3,800 at $3,800 now. Coming back 3,800, 4,000 online in Hong Kong at $4,000, selling with a Hong Kong bidder at $4,000. Telephones at $4,000. This bid is online. I'm selling it now at $4,000. All done for $4,200. New bid in the UK at $4,200. Now against you, Hong Kong, at $4,200. For $4,200. Come back, Hong Kong, at $4,200. Yes, thank you. $4,500 at $4,500. Back to Hong Kong, ahead of you in the UK. Online bidders, $4,500 at $4,500 now. All done at $4,500. All through. For $4,500, $4,500, 45. To you in Hong Kong, 3013, $4,500. Lot number 812 is next. Lot 812. This time the deep bowl, large deep bowl from the Northern Song dynasty will start at $12,000. At $12,000, thank you, 13,000. At $13,000 now, 14,000, 15,000 for $15,000. Here it is, $15,000. Coming in at 15 online at $15,000, still ahead of you all, for $15,000, not on the telephones, $15,000. Coming in, $15,000 at $15,000. Last chance for 15 then, no more, $15,000 at 15. Fast. Lot number 813 now. Again, another bowl this time here. 813 for $8,000 only this time. At $8,000, $8,500, $9,000, $9,500 at $9,500. 9.5 for $9,500. Any more for 9.5 at $9,500, $9,500. No more. At 9.5 then, here we are. Last chance at $9,500 online. 9,500 then for 9.5. Fast. Lot number 814. More interest here this time on the peony mapping. Lot 814 for $22,000. At $22,000, 24,000 now. At 24, 26,000. At $26,000, my commission bid for $26,000. At $26,000. Coming in at 26. At $26,000, the bid is here on my book, ahead of the telephones in the room. At $26,000, I'm selling for $26,000. Any more for 26? $26,000. Here we are. $26,000 holding on this telephone. The bid is here. I'm selling it now with an absentee buyer, $26,000. Sold $26,000 to pedal number 1004. Lot number 815 is next. Lot 815. Again, a truncated mapping this time. And here we'll start at $28,000. At $28,000, $30,000, $32,000. At $32,000, $35,000, $38,000. At $38,000, ahead of the online bidders, $40,000 now. In Australia for $40,000, thank you. At $40,000, this bid is live, $40,000. Coming in on the telephones, at $40,000, $42,000. Hong Kong for $42,000. At $42,000 now. Back with Hong Kong, $45,000 in Kentucky. At $45,000, Kentucky, it's your bid live. At $45,000. Ahead of you in Australia, against you in Hong Kong. $48,000 back to Hong Kong. At $48,000 now. For $48,000, Kentucky come back. Yes, $50,000. At $50,000, thank you. Online bidders, all of them, at $50,000. Here we are. For $50,000, with the online bidder in Kentucky, $55,000 now in Hong Kong, at $55,000. Coming back, $60,000, thank you, Kentucky, at $60,000 for $60,000. At $60,000, the bid is in Kentucky, selling it online, not yours in Hong Kong, not yours in Australia, $60,000 and selling $60,000. Sold 3007, $60,000. Thank you all. Lot number 816 is next. 816 now, this time white glaze mapping, Northern Song Dynasty here. Lot 816, only $8,000 this time. $8,000, $8,500, $9,000, $9,500. At $9,500, Ruben, you bidding. At $9,500, not yours on the telephone. At 9.5, 10 is here online for $10,000, $11,000. At $11,000 now, ahead of the online bidder. Give me 12 Hong Kong. At $11,000, it's ahead of you for $11,000. 12,000 back to Hong Kong. All the way there for $12,000 and selling for $12,000. All done. No more for $12,000 at 12. 13,000 in the room. Just in time, sir. Thank you for that bid at $13,000. Hong Kong 14 if you like. At $13,000, 14,000. 15, sir. $15,000 at $15,000. Seated bid in the room now, $15,000. 16 is the next click. We have it, sir. 16,000. 17,000 back to you. In the room, $17,000. At $17,000, this bid is in the room. 18,000 is online, sir. 19 is yours. At $19,000. Back to you, sir. At $19,000. Bid in the room. Hong Kong 20. There we are. $20,000. 2, sir. 22 if you like. Yes. 22,000. Thank you. At $22,000. Back to you, sir, in the room. 22. Hong Kong 24 if you like. The bid is here. At $22,000. We'll sell it now. $22,000. Seated bid in the room. Against you online. Thank you. At $22,000. Sold for you, sir. $22,000 to paddle number 336. $22,000. Thank you. Lot number 817. is the large marble bowl showing on our screens here, lot 817, only $1,200, 1,200. At 1,200, 1,300, 1,400, 1,500, 1,600, 1,700, sir, 1,800, 1,900. Would you like two, sir? 2,000. Back of the room for $2,000. At $2,000, 2,200 this side now. At 2,002, 2,4, sir. 2,400, 2,600. At 2,6, gentlemen on my left, 26, 28. 3, sir. 3,000. At $3,000, 3,2, sir. 3,002, 5. 3,005. 3,800, sir, if you like. 3,8. 3,800, 4,000 I have on my left at $4,000 for $4,000. Not yours in the back of the room, 4,000 is here. 4,2, sir, if you like. 4,002 now in China at 42, 4,500 seated in New York at 4,500. Against the two of you, not yours online, not yours in the room. It is left. $4,500, I'm selling it now at $4,500. All done, 4,500. Sold for you, sir, $4,500. 323 is your paddle. 4,500. Lot number 818. Lot number 818 is the slip jar from the Northern Song dynasty. And here we have interest at $4,000 right away. At 4,000, 4,200, 4,500, 4,800 now. At $4,800. Give me 5 online. 5,000. Thank you. We have it for 5,000. 5,500 against your bid now. At 5,500, 6 is next. At $5,500 against the online bid for 55, 6,000 on the telephone this side. At $6,000 for $6,000 now. Not yours online. 6,005 on this aisle. At $6,500, there we are for 6,5, 7,000. At $7,000. At 7,005. Margie, give me 8. At 7,5, 8,000. 8,500. At $8,500. No more? For $8,500 then. 8,500, it is here. $8,500 in the back now for 9,000. 9,005. Gentlemen's bid 10,000. Ladies bid right next to you, sir. 11,000 is yours. 12, madam. 12,000. 13,000. 14,000. 15,000. 16,000. 17,000. 18,000. 19. 20 on my left. 2, sir. 22,000. 24,000. No more, sir. One last try. 26. 24,000 is here. Ahead of you on the aisle there. Thank you very much for your bids at $24,000. We're going to sell it now at $24,000. Last chance, sir. 24,000 is for you, madam. $24,000 to paddle number 306. $24,000 is the bid. Thank you. Lot number 819. Lot 819 here, the Peony Maypig. Again, good interest here. And we shall start at $10,000 right away. At $10,000. For $10,000. At $10,000, 11,000, 12,000 now. At $12,000, coming in for just 12. At $12,000 for 12. Bidding Tina for 12. 13,000, 14,000, 15,000. Tina's bid now $15,000 at $15,000. Any more for 15? 16,000 online. 17,000 Tina at $17,000. For $17,000, there it is, ahead of the online bidder. 18,000 with an online bidder. 19 on the phone banks for $19,000. To my left, at $19,000, there it is. 19, 20,000, 22,000, at $22,000. Tina's bid $22,000. All done, 24,000, 26,000, $26,000. Come back to me, Hong Kong. 26 is here. 28, thank you. 30,000, Tina's bid at $30,000. There we are for 30. Hong Kong, would you like 32? Yes, we have it. Another click, 32,000, 35,000 at $35,000, just ahead of the other online bidder. 35 is here in the room at Christie's, $35,000. Next bid is 38. Online at $38,000. 40,000 Tina at $40,000. Tina's bid for $40,000. Here we are for $40,000. 42,000, 45,000, $45,000. For $45,000, 48,000, 50,000, $50,000 now. Always with Tina, $50,000. At $50,000, ahead of the online bidders, 55,000. Next click, 60,000. Here we are at $60,000. Tina with you for $60,000. Online, you're coming back. Yes, 65,000, 70,000 at $70,000. 75,000, 80,000. Tina's bid $80,000 in the room at Christie's, ahead of you online, ahead of you in Hong Kong. 80,000 is here in New York at $80,000. Should like 85 for $80,000. Bids on my left. No more than 80. I'm selling it now at $80,000. Last chance in the room for $80,000 online. No more clicks. 80,000. Sold for you, Tina. $80,000, and your paddle number is 1302 is the buyer. Thank you. And thank you both online for your bids and clicks. Lot number 820 now. Another jar here, Northern Song Dynasty jar. Lot 820 for $4,200, $4,200, $4,500, $4,800 now at $4,800. Ahead of the online bidders, $4,800 now for $4,800. Coming in, 48 at $4,800. Not yours on the telephone. 5,000, we have a bid at $5,000. At 5,000, die, 5,500 against you at $5,500. One more die at $5,500 is not yours on the telephone. I'll take 6 at $5,500 ahead of your bidder and against the online bids. 5,500, 6,000 this side now at $6,000. Always ahead of you all online. Bid is left on the telephone at $6,000. I'm selling. All done for $6,000. 6,000. Die sold for you $6,000. 1307 is your paddle. Thank you. Lot number 821. 821 now. Here we have good interest on this rare peony vase from the Northern Song Dynasty. We'll start at $15,000 right away with interest at $15,000. Thank you for 15 at $15,000. Coming in 15,000 at $15,000. This bid is mine. Bidding, Tina, at $15,000. 16,000, 17,000, 18,000, 19,000. 20,000, 22,000, at 22, 24,000, at $24,000 now with Tina for 24, 26,000 is my bid at $26,000. My order bid ahead of you, Tina, for $26,000. All through then for 26 at 26,000, 28,000 online in the US, 30,000 against you at $30,000. It's an order bid. Someone who couldn't be with us here today at $30,000. The bid is here with me. For $30,000, 32,000, 35,000 at $35,000. Vicky, you coming in at $35,000. Bid is here on the book for 35, 38,000. Paula, just ahead of you. I have 40,000 at $40,000 against the two telephones, against you online. 42,000 now at $42,000. Paula's bid at 42. All through now at $42,000. This side on my left for $42,000. Last chance, Vicky. You're not on the phone anymore. Okay, no bids. At 42 then, and selling. No more online. $42,000. Paula sold for you 42,000 to paddle number 1306 is the buyer. Thank you. 822 is also a glazed white maping here with interest at $9,500. $9,500 is bid already for $9,500. Any more than for 9,500? At 9,500, 10,000, I have 11,000. At $11,000, my commission bid. At $11,000, 12,000, thank you. At $12,000 on my right for 13,000. I have 13, madam. Would you like 14? 14,000. I have 15,000. Would you like 16, madam? 16,000, thank you. Ladies bid in the room now for $16,000. Coming back, 17,000. Jasmine's bid 17, 18,000. Ladies bid here at $18,000. Come back to me, Jasmine. 19,000. 20, madam? Yes? 19 is there. Sure? One last bid. 20,000, thank you. At $20,000. For $20,000 against the two telephones now. For 20. 22,000. This time we let it go. All right. Thank you very much for the bids. At $22,000 then, it is left. For $22,000, Jasmine, I'm selling with you there. $24,000 at $24,000. Now with Kelly at $24,000. Jasmine, come back. At 24, it's Kelly's bid for 26,000. $26,000. $28,000. $28,000. $30,000. $30,000. Back to Jasmine at $30,000. Bless you, sir. $30,000. There we are. Kelly, one more? Nope. 30 then, and selling for $30,000. Jasmine, for you, $30,000 to paddle number 1305. Thank you, Kelly, and thank you, madam, for your bids in the room. Lot number 823. 823 now, another jar from the 13th, 14th century here. Lot 823 this time, $3,800 at $3,800 to start the lot. $3,800, $4,000, $4,200 ahead of you in Florida at $4,245, $4,800 at $4,800. Give me five. Yes, thank you. Online bidder at $5,000. For $5,000, it's a bid online in Florida at $5,000. We'll sell it now. No more in the room. At $5,000, you're all out for $5,000, $5,500. New place in the room now at $5,500. Back of the room. Six if you like online. At $5,500, the bid is there for $5,500. No more. $5,500 then. Selling in the room. Ahead of you online. $5,500. Sold for you, sir. $5,500 to paddle 330. Lot number 824. Lot 824 now. This is the pear-shaped jar from the Jin dynasty, 13th, 14th century here. We have good interest here, and we'll start right away at $15,000. At $15,000 straight away with an order bid for $15,000. $15,000. Any more for $15,000? $15,000 here for $15,000. $16,000, thank you online. $17,000 against you at $17,000, still with me for $17,000. My order bid for $17,000. $18,000, I have $19,000 on my book here, $19,000 for $19,000. $20,000 online, I have $22,000 at $22,000. $22,000, $24,000, I have $26,000. $26,000 still with me. At $28,000, I have $30,000. At $30,000, my order bid, $30,000, $32,000, $35,000, at $35,000. For $38,000, thank you, I have $40,000. At $40,000. $42,000, $45,000. $48,000, $50,000. $55,000, thank you. $55,000 is now online at $55,000. Thank you. $55,000. Online bidder, 55, 58, all right. $58,000. $58,000 ahead of you now. I'll take 60 online if you like. $58,000 is still here. $60,000, thank you. $65,000, new place at $65,000 now. Still ahead of the online bid. And here it is at $65,000. $70,000 back to you at $70,000. Online buyer against the order bid for $70,000. Selling it online now at $70,000. All through in the room, on the telephones at $70,000. I'll sell online with an internet buyer, $70,000. Sold to paddle 3038, $70,000. Thank you very much. Lot number 825 now. This time a globular jar, lot 825 for $7,000. At $7,000, $500 now. At $7,500, thank you, for $7,500. Coming in for $7,500 at $7,500 now. Ahead of you all in the room, $8,000, $8,500, thank you, at $8,500. Still ahead of you all, $8,500 only at $8,500. Coming in for 9 online at $8,500. It's ahead of you all now. Last chance, $8,500 now, no more. At $8,500. 8,500. Fast. Lot number 826 is next. Lot 826 now. And for this, we'll start at $18,000. At $18,000, $19,000, thank you. At $19,000, this bid is mine. $19,000. At $19,000, commission buyer with me for $19,000. Any more than? 20,000 Pat for you, 22,000 ahead of you now at $22,000, at 24,000 Vicky's bid now at $24,000. There it is on my right at $24,000. $26,000 back to Pat at 28,000 Vicky at $28,000. 30,000, thank you, at $30,000 and 32,000 at $32,000. 35,000, telephone to telephone, 35, 38 at $38,000. There it is for 38, 40,000 to Pat at $40,000. One more Vicky for 40. I'll take two at $40,000. Bid is this side. 42,000, thank you, at $42,000. All on the telephones. 42, 45. Pat, your bid, $45,000 at $45,000. 48,000 for $48,000 then. This side, 48, 50,000. Still on these phones at $50,000. At $50,000, bid is left for 55,000. 60,000. $60,000. $65,000. 70,000. $70 here. Patch bid, $70,000 then. Thank you, Vicky, for your bids. Online, you're out for 70. I'm going to sell it now at $70,000. All done for $70,000. 70,000. Pat sold for you $70,000 to paddle number 1311 is the buyer. Lot number 827 now. Lot 827, this is the rare and large jar from the Jin dynasty. And we'll start at $65,000. At $65,000, thank you, for $65,000. 65,000, 70,000. At $70,000, 75,000. At $75,000 now. Coming in, sir. At $75,000, still ahead of you in the back. 80,000, I see a bid. At $80,000, the bid is in the back there. $80,000. 85,000 right next to you, sir. At $85,000. New place. 85. Give me 90, sir. Yes. At $90,000. 95,000 for $95,000. At 95, 100, sir. 100,000. At 100,000 and 10 for 110. 20, sir. At 110, 120 for $120,000. 130,000. Back row bids. 140,000. At $140,000 then. Here we are, 140. At 140, no more, sir. One last try. 140 then. It's here in the center at 140,000. Thank you for your bids. No more on the telephones. Online, 140 is the bid. I'm selling now at $140,000. 140. Sold for you, sir, on the telephone, 332, $140,000. Thank you very much, both of you. Lot number 828. This is the rare marble bowl here. Lot 828 for $1,500, 1,005, only $1,500, 1,600, 1,700, sir, 18, sir, 1,800, 1,900, 2,000, yes, 2,000 is seated at $2,000. Seated bid in the room for $2,000. Online, now's your chance, 2,200 at $2,200, sir, at 2,400, 2,600, 2,600 is here for $2,600. 2,800, $3,000 at $3,000, two, sir, 3,002, 3,005 at $3,500, 3,800, sir. No, 3,500 then. Here it is on my left and selling at $3,500, 3,500, 3,800 back in time at 3,800, 4,000 still bidding on the left here to the aisle at $4,000. Ahead of you, sir, there. Against you online. Bid is left at $4,000. Sold for you, sir. 4,323, $4,000. Lot number 829. Lot 829 showing on our screens here. At $3,500, 3,800 at $3,800, $3,800, 4,200 at $4,200 ahead of all the online bidders at $4,200 now for 4,002. Coming in 4,200, 4,500 in the UK, $4,800 ahead of you at $4,800, not yours in the UK or Hong Kong. $5,000 back online at $5,000. There it is, for $5,000. This bid is live in the UK for 5. I'm selling it now at $5,000, 5,500 Hong Kong at $5,500. For 5,500 UK, one more for 6. 6,000 with Tina, just ahead of you. There's 6s on the telephone there. At $6,000. Next click is 6.5. We have it. 6.5 in the UK at $6,500. 7,000 Hong Kong, just ahead of you, Tina, at $7,000. For $7,000 in Hong Kong, it is live at $7,000. Not yours, Tina, not yours, UK. I'm selling to Hong Kong at $7,000, all done, for $7,000 and 5 online. UK is back at $7,500. Hong Kong 8 if you like, at 7.5, it's with the UK, at 7,500. For $7,500, selling now, 8,000 Tina, at $8,000. For $8,000, on the telephone against both live bidders. Selling it now at $8,000, 8,000. Tina sold for you $8,000 to paddle number 1314.